Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Ghost Rider issue number 4, and it's continuing the stupid trend of splitting it up between, like, the Hulk, Silk, Wolverine thing, and the Ghost Rider portion. And I believe that the Ghost Rider portion is actually the strongest one. They keep trying to tie it all together, but it feels distinctly like two different books. And it's just not meshing well because I'm reading this for Ghost Rider. I don't know why they're having the odd, weird team up thing that's happening with Hulk, Silk, Wolverine, and then Coulson and May. I don't know what this adds to the Ghost Rider thing at all. I mean, they're pretty much just trying to bring him in for team up stuff, and it's taken a while to even get to that point. But with the Ghost Rider portion, we see him like hitting up on some gangsters and stuff and just really beating the crap out of them. And then seeing the kind of like transformation back as he's still trying to fight against Eli, and Eli telling him, you gotta unleash this wrath at some point, otherwise I'm gonna be back in the driver's seat. It's like, that's the stuff that I really wanted to get into. And even though I've not been a great fan of the artwork, when they have him in Ghost Rider form, it's really cool and really well done. And then I really like the kind of transformation process that they showed, him transforming from Ghost Rider back to Robbie Reyes. And then we also get to see him at the body shop and him keeping an eye on Ramon. Ramon's pretty much being propositioned by other people to get back into the criminal underworld, and him pretty much beating the crap out of him and telling him he's done. If he sees him again, he'll kill him. And I know that's kind of not what you're supposed to do since you've just gotten out of prison, but he needs to keep up that kind of persona to keep people away. I'm really interested to see what they're going to be doing with him, because he came back in pissed off and let out that frustration on Robbie's brother Gabe, and that made Gabe cry and everything, and Robbie was pretty much getting ready to go after him. And then, of course, we see that the Hulk people come in because Wolverine needs her car fixed and all that stuff. And that pretty much went nowhere. So we see that Robbie goes off and goes to confront Ramon, and Ramon's like, you don't want any of this life. And then at that point, the previous people had come to pretty much hit Ramon, and he got Robbie out of the way. So he's not a complete bad guy. He's done bad things, but it'll be interesting to see if he tries to repent for that stuff, because what we've seen so far is he is trying. And that's a pretty good story in of itself, but it's not being devoted enough time, because we see this situation gets resolved pretty quickly because Robbie's able to use his car and Ghost Rider out and beat the crap out of the people before getting out of the way and kind of Batmaning out of there. And then we also see the Hulk team go after the Purple Monster, and they've called upon Coulson and May because they didn't have superpowers, so why would the creature go after them? And then they pretty much get this whole shield containment scenario going, and it's working pretty well. And then the monster fights both Coulson and May for some odd reason. And this is just the weakest part of the book at the moment. If you're doing a team up, you pretty much want it to kind of coalesce in about like an issue or two. That way you can get the cool dynamic going and have them playing off of each other. This just seems like it's playing way too long to do an arc that really isn't going to help us delve that much into Robbie's story and everything. And I think that if you were trying to introduce him to the Marvel world at large as a new Ghost Rider, it would be better to start off with the mystic characters such as Doctor Strange or Brother Voodoo or anyone like that, because there's been interesting stuff that's been going on with that, with like the whole Sorcerer Supreme and all this stuff going on with magic that could be really interesting effects on Robbie, but they're not doing it. So I'm overall kind of frustrated with this, but there is good Ghost Rider stuff in here. It's just I wish it was more the main focus since it's a Ghost Rider comic. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.